Villagers are sitting there. जब मैं पीछे देखता हूँ तो देखता हूँ कुछ villagers वहाँ बैठे हैं and they are sitting quietly. The former mayor, the former postmaster and several others beside. Everybody looks sad. तो ये former postmaster, former mayor, ये सब लोग पीछे बैठे हुए हैं, सारे villagers. Those seats are always empty, most of the times empty. But today these people are sitting there. The meaning of the word former मतलब प्रीवियस वाले, पुराने वाले. व्हेन वी से फॉर्मर प्रेसिडेंट मतलब वो प्रेसिडेंट जो करंट प्रेसिडेंट से पहले थे. फॉर्मर प्राइम मिनिस्टर यानी डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह. फॉर्मर मेयर यानी पुराने मेयर. सो ही सीज फॉर्मर मेयर, फॉर्मर पोस्टमास्टर, ये सब लोग वहाँ बैठे हैं एंड दे ऑल लुक सैड. वो सब दुखी नज़र आ रहे हैं. एंड while I was wondering about it all, M. Hamill mounted his chair and in the same grave and gentle tone which he had used to me said, so जब इस बारे में मैं सोच रहा था, when I was wondering about it कि ये क्यों हो रहा है, M. Hamill mounted his chair यानी अपनी कुर्सी पे वो बैठ गए. And in the same gentle and grave tone which he had used to me. तो जिस gentle और grave tone में उन्होंने मुझसे कहा था कि little friends come and sit, उसी टोन में उन्होंने कहा, My children, this is the last lesson I shall give you. The order has come from Berlin to teach only German in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. The new master comes tomorrow. This is your last French lesson. I want you to be very attentive. So he is saying, My children, an order has come from Berlin कि यहाँ Alsace और Lorraine यहाँ पर फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज डिसकंटिन्यू कर दी जाएगी. यहाँ फ्रेंच नहीं पढ़ाया जाएगा. फ्रेंच विल बी नो मोर हेयर. फ्रॉम टुमारो जर्मन विल बी टॉट हियर. यहाँ कल से जर्मन पढ़ाई जाएगी. सो इमेजिन, ऐसा कभी नहीं होना चाहिए किसी भी कंट्री के साथ. इमेजिन अगर हमारी कंट्री के साथ ऐसा हो. अल्लाह नहीं करे कभी ऐसा हो, लेकिन मान लीजिए हो जाता है. ओनली टू अंडरस्टैंड देयर फीलिंग्स कि कल से बोल दिया जाए कि यहाँ नो मोर हिंदी. हिंदी विल नॉट बी टॉट इन स्कूल्स. No more Hindi, only Chinese. Everybody will be forced to speak Chinese, everybody will be forced to learn Chinese, and Hindi is not allowed. How would we feel? We'll be heartbroken, we'll be very sad. Same is the condition, you know, जिन जज्बातों से, जिन परेशानी से, जिस दुख से वो लोग गुजर रहे हैं, वो यही है. Because in their own country they have been told कि यहाँ पे अब से French no more. आप स्कूल्स में जो है फ्रेंच नहीं रहेगी, आप जर्मन पढ़ाई जाएगी. तो इस बात से जो टीचर हैं बहुत दुखी हैं. व्हाट ए थंडर क्लैप दीज वर्ड्स वर टू मी. तो मेरे लिए वो वर्ड्स जो थे थंडर क्लैप की तरह थे. ये बच्चा बोल रहा है, लिटिल फ्रेंड्स, ओ द wretches that was what they had put up at the town hall. My last French lesson. Why I hardly knew how to write. I should never learn anymore. I must stop there. And how sorry I was for not learning my lessons, for seeking birds' eggs, or going sliding on the Saar. My books that had seemed such a nuisance a while ago, so heavy to carry, my grammar and my history of the saints, were old friends now that I couldn't give up. So now, when he knows कि कल से वो फ्रेंच नहीं पढ़ेगा, he's realizing, he's feeling bad कि यार these books जो कल तक मुझे nuisance लगती थी, आज, today, these books are precious for me. So when we have something, we should value it. We should care for it. Because you never know. जब हमारे पास कोई चीज़ होती है तो हमें उसकी परवाह करनी चाहिए. We should care about it. And this is not only applicable for things, for books. This is applicable for people in our lives also. We should care about our parents. We should care about our friends. And if you are married, you should definitely care about your wife. You should, you know, that's how you value people. When you care for others, that is one of the best ways to value them. अब इस बच्चे की ज़िंदगी से जब फ्रेंच जाने वाली है, तो now he is thinking कि why I hardly knew how to write. मुझे इतना कम लिखना क्यों आता है. I should never learn anymore. I must stop there. और मुझे बहुत दुख है, मेरी किताबें इन सबको मैंने पढ़ा नहीं. हिस्ट्री की बुक है, ग्रामर है, ये सब मुझे अब मेरे पुराने दोस्तों की तरह लगते हैं. And M. Hamill too, the idea that he was going away, that I should never see him again, made me forget all about his ruler and how cranky he was. तो जब M. Hamill, ये जो टीचर हैं, I never used to like him. But now when he is going away, I am feeling sad. I am feeling bad. I'm gonna miss him. रूलर मतलब स्केल, ये स्केल से हमको ऐसे ऐसे करते थे, एंड आई हैव ऑलवेज फाउंड हिम क्रैंकी, बट नाउ टुडे व्हेन आई नो दैट ही इज़ अबाउट टू लीव, आई एम फीलिंग सैड। तो जब हमारे पास जो होता है उसको हमको वैल्यू करना चाहिए। इट्स नॉट ओनली अबाउट थिंग्स, इट्स ऑल्सो अबाउट ह्यूमन बींग्स। वी शुड ऑलवेज लव एंड केयर फॉर आवर family, for our loved ones. If you are married, for your wife. If you are not married, then for your siblings, for your friends, and always for your parents. You should always care for one another. Poor man, it was in honor of this last lesson that he had put on his fine Sunday clothes. And now I understood why the old men of the village were sitting there in the back of the room. So this is why my teacher was wearing that green silk cap and the green coat which he used to wear for occasions, for special occasions, for prize distribution ceremonies. But he was wearing this, in honor of his last lesson, of this last lesson, because today he is going to teach this class for the last time maybe. This is not maybe, for sure, because the order had come from Berlin ना, तो आज वो आखिरी बार पढ़ाने जा रहे हैं. It was because they were sorry too. They had not gone to school more. It was their way of thanking our master for his 40 years of faithful service and of showing their respect for the country that was theirs no more. So you remember पीछे वाली सीट पे वो गांव वाले, वो former mayor, वो former postmaster. They are all here to give thanks, to say thank you for your services, teacher. They want to thank him for his 40 years of services. 40 साल से वो वहाँ पढ़ा रहे हैं और अब वो कल से वहाँ नहीं पढ़ाएंगे. While I was thinking all this, I heard my name called. It was my turn to recite. जब मैं ये सब सोच रहा था तो मेरा नाम पुकारा गया. Friends, what would I not have given to be able to say that dreadful rule for the participle all through? So now imagine you are a part of the story और आपका नाम पुकारा गया. Friends, पारुल, आदित्य, आपको जो भी नाम है, आपको उस नाम से बुलाया गया. So, what would I not have given to be able to say that dreadful rule for the participle all through? Very loud and clear and without one mistake, but I got mixed up on the first words and stood there holding on to my desk, my heart beating and not daring to look up. So, ये जो पार्टिसिपल का अब मेरा टर्न आया रिसाइट करने का, रीड करने को क्लास में अक्सर बोला जाता है. तो इट वाज हिज टर्न टू रिसाइट, इट वाज हिज टर्न टू रीड. सो एम हेम्बल इज़ रीडिंग एंड उसने थोड़ा मिक्सअप कर दिया, थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो गया. हिज हार्ट इज़ बीटिंग फास्ट, जो कि होता है अगर आप कुछ गड़बड़ कर देते हैं एंड इफ़ द टीचर इज स्ट्रिक्ट तो आपका दुख तक 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 दिल में होता है, आप थोड़ा सा डर जाते हैं. आई हर्ड एम हेम्बल से टू मी, आई वॉन्ट स्कोल्ड यू. मैंने सुना एम हेम्बल मुझे बोले, I won't scold you, little friends. You must feel bad enough. See how it is. Every day we have said to ourselves, "Bah, I have plenty of time." उन्होंने कहा कि I won't scold you. मैं तुम्हें डांटूंगा नहीं, little friends. हमने हर रोज़ यही सोचा, यही कहा कि I have plenty of time. I will learn it tomorrow. मैं कल सीख लूँगा. Now you see where we have come out. That's the great trouble with Alsace. She puts off learning till tomorrow. अब तुमने देखा, हम हमेशा कल के लिए पोस्टपोन करते रहे कि I will learn tomorrow, I will learn tomorrow. But this is the thing with Alsace, this city Alsace. She puts up for tomorrow, and now here we are. Now these fellows out there will have the right to say to you, how is it you pretend to be Frenchmen and yet you can neither speak nor write your own language? So now these fellows out there who are about to trouble our country, our people, our school people, our language, our school, now they are going to tell you कि how is it that you are a Frenchman? ऐसा कैसे कि तुम Frenchman हो और तुम French लिखना भी नहीं जानते और बोलना भी नहीं जानते हो? How is that possible? So अगर ये हमारे साथ हो जाए, कोई Chinese हमको बोले, I am just using Chinese as an example and I pray to God कि ऐसा कभी नहीं होगा. तो मान लो हमको बोला जाए कि क्या तुम कैसे हिंदी इंडियन इंसान हो, तुमको ना हिंदी लिखना आती ना बोलना आती, तुम कैसे इंडियन हो, फिर कहे कि तुम इंडियन हो. इस तरह के उनके साथ हालात हो रहे हैं, इस तरह के हालात से वो गुजर रहे हैं. So but you are not the worst, poor little French. लेकिन friends, तुम इतने बुरे भी नहीं हो. You know a little French. We are all a great deal to reproach ourselves with. Your parents were not anxious enough to have you learn. They preferred to put you to work on a farm or at the mills so as to have a little more money. तुम्हारे मम्मी पापा friends, वो तुमको पढ़ाने को लेके ज़्यादा फिक्रमंद नहीं थे. वो चाहते थे कि तुम फार्म पे काम करो ताकि थोड़ा और पैसे बन सकें. And I, और मैं, I have been to blame also. इसमें मेरी भी गलती है, मेरा भी कसूर है, मुझे भी ब्लेम करने की ज़रूरत है. Have I not often sent you to water my flowers instead of learning your lessons? क्या मैंने तुम्हें अपने फ्लावर्स को, अपने फूलों को पानी डालने नहीं भेजा? अपना लेसन याद करने की जगह, अपना लेसन पढ़ने की जगह, did I not tell you कि friends, you first study, you first learn, but what did I do? I used to send you to water my plants, my flowers. मैं तुमसे अपने फूलों में पानी डलवाता था. I think it's my fault too. It's the fault of your parents. It's my fault. So this is the kind of emotions. This is the emotion which is going on in the mind of the teacher. क्योंकि वो बहुत परेशान हो चुके हैं. इस तरह के जज्बात, ऐसे ख्यालात उनके जहन में आ रहे हैं कि ये सब मेरा कसूर है कि तुम आज इतनी कम फ्रेंड्स जानते हो और कम तुम पढ़ाई कर पाए. And when I wanted to go fishing, did I not just give you a holiday? और जब मैं मछली पकड़ने जाना चाहता था, जब मैं मछलियाँ पकड़ने जाता था, आप लोगों को मैं छुट्टी दे देता था. तो वो अपने बारे में अपने आप को ब्लेम कर रहे हैं जो टीचर हैं. Then from one thing to another, M. Hamel went on to talk of the French language, saying that it was the most beautiful language. फिर one thing led to another and he kept on talking about things, and then he threw some light on French language, that how beautiful this language French is. He said, according to him, the French is the most beautiful language in the world, the clearest, the most logical, that we must guard it among us and never forget it. Because when a people are enslaved, as long as they hold fast to their language, it is as if they had the key to their prison. तो वो ये कह रहे हैं कि जब लोगों को गुलाम बना लिया जाता है, तो सबसे important चीज़, the most important thing is to hold fast to your language, not to lose your language. Because when you are losing, the grip from your language, जब आप अपनी ज़ुबान, अपनी लैंग्वेज भी खो देते हैं ग़ुलामी के वक्त, तो आप उस ग़ुलामी में और गहरे में आप धंसते जा रहे हैं. You are gonna go into more depth of that. आप उस ग़ुलामी में और भी गिरते ही जाएंगे. So it is very important that when people are enslaved, they must hold fast to their language. They should not let it go. How would have happened if, when Britishers were ruling India, we would have just let go Hindi? How would people communicate with one another? It was because of Hindi that people could communicate with each other, and people could make plans, and people could do all those what they did. All those freedom fighters who fought for our country, whatever they could do because of the communication, the proper communication that they had with one another, because they had a language. And if the people would lose language, they would lose the battle already. They are never gonna win. So then he opened the grammar and read us our lesson. I was amazed to see how well I understood it. तो उन्होंने अपना ग्रामर खोला और उन्होंने एक चैप्टर पढ़ाया, और मुझे ये बहुत सरप्राइज हुआ. I am sitting there as a student, friends. You are sitting there as a student, friends, and now we are surprised कि यार एक बार में समझ आ गया. ये तो ऐसे समझ आ गया. Because maybe this is the first time that Franz and you and I and we were all paying 100% full attention. Because now we know, from tomorrow, French no more. From tomorrow, M. Hamel no more. From tomorrow, our country will not belong to us anymore. So that's why we were upset, we were sad, and we were giving full, and we were giving our best. And we understood every part of the lesson which the teacher taught us. All he said seemed so easy, so easy. जो भी टीचर ने कहा एकदम easy लगा, जैसे जो अभी मैं आपको पढ़ा रहा हूँ आपको बहुत easy लग रहा है. तो thank you for paying attention and thank you for being patient. I think too that I had never listened so carefully. मुझे भी लगता है कि मैंने उस दिन जितना carefully सुना, जितना मैंने गौर से ध्यान से सुना, उतना मैंने कभी नहीं सुना था. I listened, I tried to understand everything with so much patience. सब्र के साथ मैंने सब कुछ समझने की कोशिश करी और मैं समझ भी सका. It seemed almost as if the poor man wanted to give us all he knew before going away and to put it all into our head at one stroke. ऐसा लग रहा था कि बेचारी सर जितना भी जानते हैं, he wanted to give us all. वो जितना भी जानते हैं, हमें सब कुछ वो सिखा देना चाहते थे एक ही दिन में. Because that was his last lesson, and that's what the name of this chapter 1 is, the last lesson. This is on this part only कि इस चैप्टर का नाम द लास्ट लेसन है, इस कहानी का नाम, क्योंकि वो टीचर का लास्ट लेसन था. एंड नॉट ओनली फॉर टीचर, फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स एंड फॉर ऑल द पीपल हु आर देयर, इट वाज द लास्ट लेसन, द लास्ट फ्रेंच लेसन फॉर देम. तो एक ही स्ट्रोक में सारी बातें हमारे जहन में, अपना हर सर में डाल देना चाहते थे. आफ्टर द ग्रामर वी हैड अ लेसन इन राइटिंग. ग्रामर के बाद राइटिंग सेक्शन की बात हुई. दैट डे एम हैमिल हैड न्यू कॉपीज फॉर अस, रिटन इन ब्यूटीफुल ब्राउन हैंड. France Alsace, they look like little flags floating everywhere in the schoolroom. तो उस दिन हमारे टीचर हमारे लिए नई कॉपीज़ भी लाए थे, hung from the road, और ऐसा लग रहा था जैसे छोटे छोटे झंडे हैं उसके ऊपर. खूबसूरत हैंड राइटिंग से उस पर लिखा था France Alsace. You ought to have seen how everyone set to work and how quiet it was. The only sound was the scratching of the pens over the paper. Once some beetles flew in, but nobody paid any attention to them, not even the littlest ones, who worked right on tracing their fish hooks, as if that was French too. So it was so quiet in the classroom that the only sound you would get to hear would be the sound of scratch. You know, scratch मतलब जब पेंसिल या पेन चलने का, जैसे आपको मैं साउंड सुना रहा हूँ, इस तरह का साउंड. The only sound that could be heard was the sound of pencils. जब ये कागज़ पे पेन या पेंसिल चलता है तो उससे जो आवाज़ निकलती है. So आप कैन यू इमेजिन, इस तरह का माहौल था, पूरा इतना लोग, इतना क्वाइट, इतना साइलेंस कि जो पेन पेंसिल किताबों पे पेज पे चलाया जा रहा है, सिर्फ दैट इज़ द ओनली साउंड विच इज़ ऑडिबल, दैट इज़ द ओनली साउंड विच वी कैन हियर. आई एम श्योर यू, आप लोग इतना क्वाइट क्लासरूम में कभी नहीं रहे होंगे. सो इट वॉज दैट काइंड ऑफ क्वाइट दैट डे in the last lesson. So will they make them sing in German, even the pigeons? So now I am looking at the birds, I'm looking at pigeons, and I am wondering कि क्या इनको भी बोला जाएगा कि कल से तुम अपना गुड्रुगू या चिड़िया वाली जो आवाज़ है तुम्हारी, वो सब तुम्हें जर्मन लैंग्वेज में करना है. Will they also be told to speak German, to sing in German, to have the bird sound that they have, the beautiful bird sound? It should be in German. That's what the boy is wondering. That's what we are wondering. Whenever I looked up from my writing, I saw M. Hamel sitting motionless in his chair and gazing first at one thing. So writing section का part चल रहा है, I'm writing. But whenever I will look up, लिखते लिखते मैं जैसे ही ऊपर देखूँगा, I would look at M. Hamel, जो हमारे teacher है. I would look at him and I would find him motionless. And the meaning of the word is motionless, without any motion, when you do not move. See, I'm going to be motionless in front of you right now for the next 3 seconds. I was motionless, I was not moving. So whenever he saw his teacher, he was sitting motionless on the chair. And why wouldn't he sit like that? He is sad, he is heartbroken. I saw M. Hamel sitting motionless in his chair and gazing first at one thing, then at another, as if he wanted to fix in his mind just how everything looked in that little schoolroom. और टीचर जो है हर एक चीज़ की तरफ देख रहे थे, जैसे कि वो सब चीज़ों को अपने दिमाग में, अपने जहन में बसा लेना चाहते थे कि हाँ, इस स्कूल में यहाँ ऐसे दिखता था, ये बेंच इधर है, ये टेबल इधर है, फ्रेंड्स उधर बैठा है, लैला उधर बैठी है, पारुल उधर बैठी है, आदित्य उधर बैठा है, योगेंद्र उधर बैठा है, तानिया उधर बैठी है, आकिब उधर है. इस तरह से वो करना चाहते थे कि ये, हालांकि ये जो मैंने नाम लिए ये आप ही प्यारे बच्चों के नाम हैं और आप में से ही अच्छे अच्छे प्यारे प्यारे लोगों के नाम हैं. वहाँ फ्रांस में इस तरह के नाम नहीं हैं, ये मैं सिर्फ एग्जांपल दे रहा था. दे हैव फ्रेंच नेम्स. सो as if he wanted to fix in his mind just how everything looked in that little schoolroom. Fancy, for 40 years he had been there in the same place with his garden outside the window and his class in front of him. तो 40 साल से वो वहाँ रहे हैं हर रोज़, लेकिन आज वो सब कुछ अपने जहन में, अपनी आँखों में, अपनी नज़रों में बसा लेना चाहते हैं. Only the desks and benches had been worn smooth, the walnut trees in the garden were taller, and the hoop vine that he had planted himself twined about the windows to the roof. How it must have broken his heart to leave it all, poor man, to hear his sister moving about in the room above, packing the trunks, for they must leave the country next day. So उनको ना सिर्फ स्कूल छोड़ना है, उनको कंट्री छोड़ना है. उनको इस तरह से फोर्स किया जा रहा है, मे बी टू लीव द कंट्री. और ऊपर वाले फ्लोर पे उनकी सिस्टर जो पैकिंग कर रही है, उस सब की भी आवाज़ें आ रही हैं. और ये जो पेड़ पौधे गार्डन में उन्होंने लगाए, इतना मेहनत किया, वो सब जो है सब उनको छोड़ के जाना पड़ रहा है. सो हिज हार्ट इज़ कम्प्लीटली ब्रोकन, बट ही हैड द करेज टू हियर एवरी लेसन टू द वेरी लास्ट. आफ्टर द राइटिंग वी हैड lesson in history. Writing section के बाद हमने history पढ़ा, and then the babies chanted their ba baby bo boo down there at the back of the room. All Hauser had put on his spectacles and holding his primer in both hands spelled the letter with him. You could see that he too was crying. His voice trembled with emotion, and it was so funny to hear him that we all wanted to laugh and cry. And how well I remember it, that लास्ट लेसन. और मुझे लास्ट लेसन कितना अच्छे से याद है. हम हिस्ट्री पढ़ने लगे, छोटे बच्चों के बाहर से चैंटिंग का आवाज़ आ रही है, वो सब चैंट कर रहे हैं, एंड सो मैनी पीपल आर विद टीयर्स, एंड it was a very very emotional moment, very emotional day, and I can never forget this last lesson. This is what the Franz is telling us. All at once the church clock struck 12, then the Angelus, and the same moment the trumpets of the Prussian returning from drill sounded under our windows. M. Hamel stood up very pale in his chair. I never saw him look so tall. तो फिर time हो गया था, it was time, and they heard the trumpet, and Prussians were about to be there, and M. Hamel, our teacher, he stood up. He looked very, very pale, and in his chair, you know, he was sitting in his chair. Now he has stood up. My friends, said but something choked him. He could not go on. Then he said, my friends, and he couldn't say anymore because he was so emotional this time. Then he turned to the blackboard, took a piece of chalk, and bearing on with all his might, he wrote as large as he could. तो वो पीछे मुड़े और पीछे बोर्ड पे, and he wrote it as large as he could, जितना बड़ा वो लिख सकते थे उन्होंने लिखा Viva la France. Then he stopped and leaned his head against the wall, and without a word he made a gesture to us with his hand. School is dismissed, you may go. So he wrote as you know, जितने बड़े लेटर में लिख सकते थे उन्हें लिखा Viva la France, और फिर वॉल पे ऐसे ही अपना सर रख के खड़े हो गए और उन्होंने जेस्चर किया, you may go now, you know, the class, अब आपका क्लास फिनिश हो गया, अब आप घर जा सकते हैं. So this is it for today. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you very soon again. I really enjoyed spending this time with you, and if you want, you can tell me the meaning of Viva la France in the comment section. Peace be with you. God bless you.